love of my life in like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip and retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system, had to breach it. That's mission impossible, mission completed.
Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is Fiji. I gotta get back to the hood. I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love deeply. Sleepy. They like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look. All this money I be spending on BBs.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Mike 5-4. Here we go. 46. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Prescott off play action. Eluding the pressure right. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The sack there by Rasheem Green. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, it's Elliott across the 30 to the 31-yard line. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Go to 54. Why? Big 47. Let's go.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Mike 5-4. 65.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick them.
Outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
54. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. Looking deep for Elliott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Here we go. Let's get him.
And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Here comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. Watch 54. Watch his journey. Get the ball. Right there. 54. Under. 54, Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike's 54.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
First down, Prescott. They'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Dancing to his left. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The guy out of the pocket there was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is DJ Reed returning. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off play action. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about it. I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, 30 yards. And the Seahawks open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by one more. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play. But you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. 13 yards remaining on second down. Prescott now from the 50. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target line. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Leaping, and he makes the grab. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Man left, man left. Hey.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And some room to roam now. And they bring this one back. It's a fine recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 14.
Watch the run. Kill. Baby, that's baby shot.
That one complete to Elliott. Oh, and now some space to open. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
We often talked about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Right there. 54 Mike. All day, punt. Mike's 54.
Prescott to throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hey, 47.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott flush to his right. Looking deep for Elliott. Got it. It's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Kill. 54.
On play action, Prescott rolling to his right. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
To throw again is Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run for it with Carson. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Under. Ricky. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
You go night. Time to go night. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Watch the pass.
Here we go, 47.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Yeah, that's right.
Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down again before he reaches the 38. A big play here for Dallas. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 30 now for 1st and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets into the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Go.
Hey, what's that? Check.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott. He is caught by William. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Prescott stripped. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Go. Get out there.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, watch the leg. Mike's 54.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott over the middle, hauled in by William. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, nothing changes there with that final touchdown, but it did beat the buzzer nonetheless.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Hey, 55. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught, but forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one